Greetings, fellow warriors, and today I'm going to expand on a topic that I feel most people don't talk about, and it's still about weight loss, like the title implied. And that one thing I've observed over the years of training client is within the first month of training, for those looking to lose weight, they tend to lose faith very quickly because of the fluctuation of the body weight. So here is what I'm going to explain so that many other people out there experiencing the same process keep faith, that everything is going well. And the thing is, you might still be on a good path losing weight, fat, as opposed to, and still feel like you're not doing much. Because let's say you've been training for a month, for example. I will just use the smallest cycle. You technically supposed to be losing about a pound a week. Some people lose up to 2 pounds. It's actually depending on how much body fat you're holding. The more body fat you hold, the more likely the amount of weight that you're losing or shedding is high. So for an average person of 200 pounds, if you lose 1%, weekly, which will be the maximum threshold, you can lose up to 2 pounds. But I like to stay within 1 pound of weight loss to be conservative, and it's never wrong to undershoot. So you lose a pound of fat, like supposed to, a week, for example. And then over a period of a month, you lose 4 pounds of fat. And during that time, because of considering that you are still on the deficit to lose that weight, your carbs or salt intake fluctuate. Depending on the type of meal or the days that you on, and that carb intake will will lead to a certain amount of water retention. And usually I think that's where people fail to keep focused, because the water retention itself that you gain is not actually a weight gain, even though it's not like a tissue gain. It's just water that will go down. So let's assume that you've been consistently doing the job, and your weight checking is every month, for example. Usually I like to go weekly, but let's say you check a month after after you started, and then you really technically, given you do everything right, you would have lost 4 pounds. And the week before the check-in, you indulge on certain sugary food or salty food, or let's just say, even though I don't believe in cheat day, let's just say you have your cheat day right before you weigh in, you're gonna be gaining up to 5 pounds. I would say 3 to 5 pounds, sometimes even more. That's something I will talk about in a different video. So you gain 5 pounds, for example, of water weight, which is supposed to be going down within 2-3 days. So that weight gain will override the 4 pounds of fat that actually was lost, and which is real body weight, real body weight loss. And then you check yourself in, and you're 1 pound heavier than when you started. A lot of people will panic because they haven't checked the whole process, and the moment they realize that they're a pound heavier, they start panicking. They're wondering if whatever has been done so far was worth it. The problem is that water weight, if you get back on track on a balanced diet with medium amount of carbs, will go down by half, and you deplete yourself from carb. You're going down, you lose all the 5 pounds or even more weight, depending on how your body handle water. So that's just a picture that I want to give you guys. I hope it was clear enough for you to understand that even though sometimes you weigh heavier, it doesn't mean that you actually gain weight. You just gain some water that's gonna go down if you get back to your normal diet. That's assuming that you have a good diet on the regular. So It's something that I think people don't understand, and you can play that yo-yo game in between holding water, losing water, and still be losing fat consistently if you put yourself on a deficit, to the point that for you to know your real the real amount of body fat that you lost, you will have to be taking the weight, like, periodically at the same time, and then 3 days before that weight taking, make sure that you keep the amount of carbs on the medium base or even on the fairly low base, to ensure that you don't gain that water weight that's going to disrupt the overall value of the quality weight that you lost. Am I clear enough? So that's I think something that over and over again I come across when when I'm dealing with clients, and like I said, if you do things right, things will go right. You're gonna lose the weight. Everything comes at the right time. You gotta be patient. I know we don't have a lifetime around to be patient, but this is the only thing you can do. Take the time to enjoy the process, do the right thing, and whatever is yours will come. And if it was that simple, everybody will be walking around lean and looking great, or whatever it is that get you to set yourself on this journey. And yeah, that's, I think, one thing that nobody really talks about or explain in detail. Sometimes you can weigh yourself, and even though you've lost, let's say, 10 pounds of fat, you can feel like you only lost 5 pounds because of that water retention that you've been having in excess, based on how much the quality of the nature of your previous meal. That can date to like 3 days prior. So that's the tip I would give you guys. Before you weigh yourself, if you want to check yourself in, make sure that you have the exact same diet that you've been having 2 to 3 days before you get that check-in, and then you can be assured that whatever weight that you check in is the right weight, and you can have a better estimation of how much body fat you lost, because not all weight loss is good weight. You can lose muscle mass, which is another topic we can talk about. But when we talk about fat loss is fat loss. It takes time to shed, and so don't fall for those ads that tells you that you can lose this amount of fat or this amount of thing within a really short amount of time. It doesn't work like that. At best case, you're gonna deplete yourself from water and feeling like you lost weight, but nah, you just dry. And the next thing the moment you get back on your regular eating, you're gonna gain all that water back, and you'll be like, oh, I lost weight and I gained. So for that, people, be patient. That's all. Be patient when you're setting your process of weight loss. Hope it was helpful enough. Hope everybody out there is pushing hard. Life is hard, then you die, so you have to live harder. Everything is and will always be the Meckanimal way. Salute.